Hello friends, we can start our today's class. Today also we are going to deal with logical reasoning, okay? And we are dealing some of the subtopics of logical reasoning. Here we are doing some of the practical sections of logical reasoning, okay? Some questions we can see in the question paper to do and to work out and to find out. Such kind of things we will discuss on today's class. So the subtopics today we are dealing is uses of languages, assertion and reason, analogies, and syllogism, Venn diagram. So if without wasting time, I think it's better we can start on with our classes. Okay, we attended to the class. So use of languages. Okay, use of languages. Here, the logic, it is for critical thinking. Critical thinking, we have, when you get some informations or some ideas or something, you think about it and you want to find it whether it's true, false, or whether they have said it is right or wrong. That is what we call logical thinking. Okay, by thinking only, you are come to a conclusion whether it is right or wrong. Okay, how the logic help us in our daily life. It is help to recognize, it helps to recognize, construct, analysis, and evaluate the things. It helps us to understand the things in its depth. That is what we are studying the logic in the education sector also, because we want to study the students well. We want to know the human beings well. We want to know the education structure well. So if you have the logical thinking, it will help you in your teaching as well as learning process. Okay, so how the logic help us? There are 5 ways it is given here. One is informative. I will give it elaboration in the next slide. Okay, informative, giving the knowledge. Okay, evocative, then expressive, then evaluative, and performative. These are the 5 ways the logic will help us in our daily life. Okay, how it help us? The language of logic help us in our daily life. We can see how it is helping us. And we can see it's small definitions also. I think then you will be clear about each of the small topics now we have given here. That is, first one is informative. Informative means can judge true or false. That is declarative sentences. Declarative sentences know what it is. It is statements. Informative means a knowledge give to us. We have to think whether it is true or false. That is what we are doing in the informative cases. Okay. That is one of the help the logic is doing is. Next is evocation. Evocative means to bring response or actions. We are giving some commands to a person, so that person will do some kind of work. So you are responding to, we are making the students or we are making some people to do some kind of responses. That is what we are doing in the evocative process. Next is expressive. Expressive is what we call our emotions are pouring out. There is joy, sad, pain, and the words that like, oh, wow, that it shows our expressive ideas. That is, our feelings are pouring out by the logical reasoning. Next is evaluative. Evaluative means we are judging whether it is good or bad. Okay. It is ethical. Ethical means something is connected to morality or connected to the rules. Okay. Aesthetical and functional is the aesthetical, it's beautiful, beauty connected to beauty. Functional, it's functional purpose. So how we evaluate a thing, it is good or bad. It's beautiful, efficient, not efficient. Like that, we will evaluate the things. We evaluate the things by the logical thinking. Next is performative. Performative is to perform the social action. That is performative. It will help us to do some kind of social work. Example, voting. If you hear the speeches of different kind of political people, you are persuaded by them and you are doing some kind of work. So logic has to be worked there. Whether we have to give vote to which person. Okay. So it's performative. It's helping us to do some kind of voting, some kind of promises. All these things will help in the help in our daily life. So the logic will help us in the 5 ways. One is informative, second is evocative, third is expressive, and fourth one is evaluative, and fifth one is performative. So I think you are clear about the small topics now. Okay. Next is assertion reason. Usually in the question paper, they will give 2 or 3 assertions and reason. Okay, assertions and reason give and ask us to, and they will give 4 options. Whether one follows, then 2 follows, then 3 and 4 follows. Like that, they will give 4 options, and you have to write answer to it. Whether it is true or false, whether assertion is true and reason is false. Like that, they will ask the question. So first you have to know what is assertion and what is reason. Assertion is nothing, it's a statement. Okay. They have given a statement and they will ask whether it is true or false. So you just take the assertion separately and to find whether it is true or false. Okay. The assertion is a statement and reason it can be true or false. Reason means they have given a statement. Connected to that, they will give a reason there. It can be true or it can be false. So you have to see the both the sentences separately. That is assertion you have to see separately, look separately and find the true or false. That is assertion you have to find separately. Okay, you have to find the assertion separately. First you have to look the statement, then whether you have to find it whether it is true or false, then you find the reason whether it is true or false. Like that you have to give the answer to the questions. Usually in every question paper they will give an assertion and a reason, at least 2 or 3 questions. So it means that 3 questions means you are getting 6 marks. Okay, so it's an important area, you must know that. Okay, assertion they will ask the question. In your subject side also they will ask some kind of questions like this, so you must know how what you have to do. Assertion you see it separately and you will give the answers to it. Okay, example one I have given here. We feel colder on mountain. It's a statement. Okay, it's we feel colder on mountain. In the mountain top we feel cold. It is an assertion. It's a statement. Whether it is true or false, it is true. Okay, so that statement is true. Then what is the reason they have given is that temperatures decreases with altitude. So you see separately whether the reason is right or wrong. Ah, yes, this reason is right. So it is also true. So they will, when they ask the questions, we can say that the A and B are true. Okay, sometimes A only is true, sometimes B only is true, sometimes both are true, sometimes one is false and another is true. Like that they will come. So what you have to do is that you look at the sentences separately and then define whether it is true or false, then you give the answer, then you will get the full marks. Okay, so I think assertion and reason is clear for you now. I know that you already know about it, just I have given some explanations to get the full marks. Okay. Next is analogies. Analogies is another practical side of logical reasoning. You have done a lot of questions might be related to analogies. They will ask like this analogies in our question paper also. Okay, resemblance of one object to another in certain aspects. There is some relation between the 2 words given here. Okay, but here I have given the verbal analogy. There is some relation between two words. By finding that, you want to find the answer to the other question. See the first question, clock and time. You know that clock is a clock tell the time. Okay, so there is a relation is there. Then thermometer. Then how the thermometer will be connected to it? It is connected to the temperature, no doubt. The thermometer tell the temperature. So there is a relation is there. Okay, like that. Light and blind. It's the opposite is given. Okay, one is blind means there is nothing they can see the light. Yeah, another is light is given here. So speech then it become dumb. So like that there is some relation between the words. So resemblance of one object to another you have to find. After that you want to find how the next word is related to the next. That is what we have to find the similarities and you have to find the answer to the question. This is what we call analogies. This type of questions also they will ask in our question paper. Next is syllogism. Syllogism is one of the main area we have to know. Okay, Greek word means deduction. Deduction means you find from general to the specific. That is what you are doing in the syllogism or inference out of a statement. You are finding something out of a statement and a conclusion. Okay, so one example I have given here for easy to understand. All books are poems. Okay, this is a statement. All poems are bestsellers. That is another statement. And all books are bestsellers. That is the conclusion. So we have already studied that whether this syllogism is true or false. All books are poems. What it means that there is books are poems. So it easily we can find some other way also, that is you can draw some pictures also like that. That is, you can draw books. Okay, books can be like this. Okay, we can write here as B. Okay, this is the books. Okay, this is the book, and all books are poems. It means that it is routed by poems. Okay, it is P. Okay, P means it is a poem. Okay, so all books are poems, and poems are bestsellers. All poems are bestsellers. So all poems, it will come under this. Okay. Okay, again it is connected, it become S. Okay, they all become the best sellers. So it is connected now. The books, all books are poems, and all poems are best sellers. So there is a connection come here between the three of it. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. So what is the conclusion? All books are bestsellers. All books are bestsellers. Is it right? Yes, it's right, because books are poems and poems are bestsellers. So it is connected, and it is very correct. So the answer is correct. This is very true. The conclusion is true here. Okay. So I think now you are clear about this. Understood? I think you are now clear about it. That is, the books are poems and poems are bestsellers. So books are bestsellers. This is true. It can be true here. So like this, you can find the answer to this syllogism. Okay. By drawing the Venn diagrams, that is easy for you. Then you can easily find the answers to the syllogism. Okay. So I think you are clear about it. Syllogism, a Greek word. It is a Greek word. It means deduction. Next is premises and conclusion, and that I have already given in the previous video. If you haven't seen the videos, please go through it. You will get a lot of ideas, lot of laws, and it will help you to do all the answers of logical reasoning. Okay, that is, this I have given. Or if the sentence start with all, then the answer also start with all. If it is with some and all, then it start with some. And if it start with all and no, then it will have the answer no. Some and no, then not is the no and all, then not is the no and some, then not is here. So how the sentences pattern will come in the case of the syllogism. Okay, syllogism, you should know the pattern about it. So you must know about all such things. Okay. Next is Venn diagram, that I have told you earlier itself, how the Venn diagram will come. It shows the logical relation between two sets. Okay, two sets is here. How it shows the relation between. It's an illustration. Illustration means we are drawing it and finding out, and that uses the circles to show the relation among groups. So we are using the circles to show the relationships. Okay, sum A is B. Sum A is B. So there is some. You have C. Some area we have only connected. Some area is B, and sum B is A. Oh, this both is true. Okay. So both is to this area which contain A and B come here. Okay, here the A and B come here. This is the Venn diagram. So I think you are clear about it. We are using the circles for finding it out, and it shows the logical reasoning. Okay, and it's easy for to find. When you see the syllogism is easy, you draw the Venn diagram, then easily you can find the answers to the syllogism. Okay. Then all dogs are another example. All dogs are asses. Okay, all dogs are asses. All asses are bulls. All asses are bulls. So three are connected. Dog, asses, bulls connected. The conclusion what they have given: some bulls are dogs. Correct. Some bulls are uh, some bulls are dogs. Is it right? All the dogs are bulls. So it means that some bulls are dogs. It's right. Okay, some dogs are bulls. It's also right. All dogs are bulls. All dogs are bulls. That is also right. So both the cases are right in the case of the conclusion here given. So I think you are clear about it. So today we have discussed some of the practical side of the logical reasoning. We have discussed the what is assertion, what is reason, and syllogism we have discussed. We have discussed the Venn diagram. We have discussed the analogies. These are some of the practical sides of logical reasoning. And they will ask questions from the assertion reason. Sure, they will ask questions. You can score easily the marks. Okay. So assertion reason you have to find it separately and you have to answer it. And analogy, I said it's a connection. Syllogism, easily you can do it by drawing some Venn diagram and all. And Venn diagram will show the relationships of and all. and how the logic help us. There are 5 parts I have already taught you. I think you are clear about the topics I have taught today. So go through it, study well, okay, well prepare for your exams. You can crack it easily. Don't forget to subscribe the channel, and we can meet in the next class itself, okay. Be attentive and be steady to the classes, okay. Goodbye all of you.